Bandham, willingly and joyfully. I'm here to cleanse the world of Rakshasas through bad individuals, through love, and to guide the humanity from the wrong path. Babel belongs to the entire world, for he is Bandhu, companion of all. He is not tied to any one nation. Rather, he is here to correct, inspire, and uplift all human beings.
ओम श्री भगवान सत्य साई बाबाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सत्य स्वरूपाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सत्य धर्म परायणाय नमः। ओम श्री साई वरदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सत्पुरुषाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सत्य गुणात्मने नमः। ओम श्री साई साधुवर्धनाय नमः। ओम श्री साई साधुजन पोषणाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वज्ञाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वजन प्रियाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वशक्ति मूर्तये नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वेशाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वसंग परित्यागिने नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वांतर्यामिने नमः। ओम श्री साई महिमात्मने नमः। ओम श्री साई महेश्वर स्वरूपाय नमः। ओम श्री साई प्रतिग्रामोद्भवाय नमः। ओम श्री साई प्रतिक्षेत्र निवासिने नमः। ओम श्री साई यशगाय शिरडिवासिने नमः। ओम श्री साई जोडियादिपल्ली सोमप्पाय नमः। ओम श्री साई भारद्वाज ऋषि गोत्राय नमः। ओम श्री साई भक्तवत्सलाय नमः। ओम श्री साई अपांतरात्मने नमः। ओम श्री साई अवतार मूर्तये नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वभय निवारिणे नमः। ओम श्री साई आपस्तंभ सूत्राय नमः। ओम श्री साई अभयप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई रत्नाकर वंशोद्भवाय नमः। ओम श्री साई शिरडी साई अभेद शक्त्यावताराय नमः। ओम श्री साई शंकराय नमः। ओम श्री साई शिरडी साई मूर्तये नमः। ओम श्री साई द्वारकामायि वासिने नमः। ओम श्री साई चित्रावती तटपुट्टपर्ति विहारिणे नमः। ओम श्री साई शक्ति प्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई शरणागत त्राणाय नमः। ओम श्री साई आनंदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई आनंददाय नमः। ओम श्री साई आर्तत्राणपरायणाय नमः। ओम श्री साई अनाथनाथाय नमः। ओम श्री साई असहाय सहायाय नमः। ओम श्री साई लोकबांधवाय नमः। ओम श्री साई लोकरक्षापरायणाय नमः। ओम श्री साई लोकनाथाय नमः। ओम श्री साई दीनजन पोषणाय नमः। ओम श्री साई मूर्तित्रय स्वरूपाय नमः। ओम श्री साई मुक्तिप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई कलुष विधुराय नमः। ओम श्री साई करुणाकराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वाधाराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वहृद्वासिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई पुण्यफलप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वपापक्षयकराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वरोगनिवारिणे नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वबाधाहराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई अनन्तनुतकर्तृणे नमः। ॐ श्री साई आदिपुरुषाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई आदिशक्तये नमः। ॐ श्री साई अपरूपशक्तिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई अव्यक्तरूपिणे नमः। ॐ श्री साई कामक्रोधध्वंसिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई कनकाम्बरधारिणे नमः। ॐ श्री साई अद्भुतचर्याय नमः। ॐ श्री साई आपद्बान्धवाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई प्रेमात्मने नमः। ॐ श्री साई प्रेममूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्री साई प्रेमप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई प्रियाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भक्तप्रियाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भक्तमन्दाराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भक्तजन हृदयविहाराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भक्तजन हृदयालयाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भक्तपराधीनाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भक्तिज्ञानप्रदीपाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भक्तिज्ञानप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सुज्ञानमार्गदर्शकाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई ज्ञानस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई गीताबोधकाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई ज्ञानसिद्धिदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सुन्दररूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई पुण्यपुरुषाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई फलप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई पुराणपुरुषाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई अतीताय नमः। ॐ श्री साई कालातीताय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सिद्धिरूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सिद्धसंकल्पाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई आरोग्यप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई अन्नवस्त्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई संसार दुःख क्षयकराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वाभीष्टप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई कल्याणगुणाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई कर्मध्वंसिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई साधुमानसशोभिताय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वमतसम्मताय नमः। ॐ श्री साई साधुमानसपरिशोधकाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई साधुगानुग्रहवटवृक्षप्रतिष्ठापकाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सकलसंशयहराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सकलतत्त्वबोधकाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई योगीश्वराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई योगीन्द्रवन्दिताय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वमङ्गलकराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वसिद्धिप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई आपन्निवारिणे नमः। ॐ श्री साई आर्तिहराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई शान्तमूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्री साई सुलभप्रसन्नाय नमः। Om Shri Sai Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Babaya Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Gauri Ganesh, Oma Ganesh. Gauri Ganesh, Oma Ganesh. Parvati Nandana Shri Ganesh. Parvati Nandana Shri Ganesh. Sharanam Ganesh, Sharanam Ganesh. Sharanam Ganesh, Sharanam Ganesh. Shivanandana Ganapati Ganesh.
Shiva.
Shivanandana Ganapati Ganesh. Gauri Ganesh, Uma Ganesh. Parvati Nandana Shri Ganesh. Sharanam Ganesh, Sharanam Ganesh. Shivanandana Ganapati Ganesh. Shivanandana Ganapati Ganesh. Gauri Ganesh, Uma Ganesh. Parvati Nandana Shri Ganesh.
Sairam, everyone.
Sairam.
Today we're going to have a very special young adult performance devotional offering. They've traveled all the way from the East Coast to share their musical talents with us today. We have Brother Rishi from New Jersey who'll be singing and playing the tabla. We have Brother Suresh from Connecticut who'll be playing harmonium. Then we also have Sister Rasika that is also here from Connecticut that will also be sharing her talents with us. And I hope we can all enjoy their musical offering that they're performing for Swami. Sairam.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाया सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा. On behalf of all of us present here, I offer myself at the divine lotus feet of my Guru, God, and best friend, Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba. Thank you all so much, and Shekhar Uncle, for this wonderful opportunity for all of us to come together today and go on a little journey of music, love, and devotion at Swami's lotus feet. And so, how many of you here have been to Prasanthi Nilayam? Quite a few. So, today's mini satsang will take the form of a small pilgrimage to Prasanthi Nilayam. So who's ready to go? So imagine we've landed at the Bangalore International Airport and we've taken our taxi. We pass the Sri Satya Sai Airport, the hospital, and there's that circle, that circle with Ganesha, and we turned left there. And now we're on the Puttaparthi main road, and we pass by the university and the sports stadium, the Vidyagiri gate, and then finally on your left, we arrive at the Ganesh gate of Prasanthi Nilayam. And Ganesha is seen in many different places around the ashram, right? But the first sight of him that we have is right at the entrance of Prasanthi Nilayam. He is the Dwarapalaka of the ashram. And so one time when I was reminiscing trips to Parthi, I was contemplating on that Ganesha one evening, and Swami inspired this bhajan, this Ganesh bhajan, and while there are many Ganesh bhajans, this is a very specific Ganesh bhajan about that very Ganesha that we see at the Ganesh gate. So, as many others have mentioned, that Ganesha is like the public relations officer of Prasanthi Nilayam. So, when you enter, right, you see Ganesha, and what does he tell you? Right? So first he'll introduce himself, right? Who am I? I am Gauri Nandan Vishwanatha Sutta Skandagraja Shri Gananatha. My name is Ganesha. I am the son of the eternal Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati. Subramanya, who is to my right, the Subramanya statue is also there. He's my brother. And welcome to Prasanthi Nilayam, is what he tells us. Then the next line, Ganesha says, Mushika Sevita Vakratunda. Don't be afraid of this mouse, he's just my vehicle. Lambodare Shri Vignanashaka. And we sing out in glory to him, saying, oh, thank you, Ganesha, for welcoming us. And we realize that, oh, you are Prasanthi Nilaya Dwarapalaka. So if you got the lyrics, try to sing along. Gauri Nandan Vishwanatha Sutta.
Gauri Nandan Vishwanatha Shiva.
Gauri Nandan Vishwanatha Sutta.
Gauri Nandan Vishwanatha Shiva.
Sandagraja Shri Gananatha.
Raga Shri Gananatha.
Sandagraja Shri Gananatha. सेवित वक्रतुण्डा
मूषिक सेवित वक्रतुण्डा
मूषिक सेवित वक्रतुण्डा
मूषिक सेवित वक्रतुण्डा
लंबोदर श्री विघ्ननाशका
लंबोदर श्री विघ्ननाशका
लंबोदर श्री विघ्ननाशका
लंबोदर श्री विघ्ननाशका
प्रशांति निलया द्वारपालका
प्रशांति निलया द्वारपालका
प्रशांति निलया द्वारपालका
प्रशांति निलया द्वारपालका
गौरी नंदन विश्वनाथ सुत स्कंदाग्रज श्री गणनाथा. So after having the darshan of Lord Ganesha, we are eagerly waiting to have Swami's darshan. He is the main attraction, of course, of Prasanthi Nilayam. But before that, we need to purify ourselves. We need to go to our rooms, check in, and take a shower, and then we can come back to Sai Kulwanthal for Swami's darshan, right? So you have darshan of Ganesha, and you walk past the South Indian canteen with your luggage. And while going to the north blocks, because that's where most of us stay, I would assume, right? As you go towards the north blocks, who do you pass? You pass the temples of Mother Gayatri and Mother Varalakshmi. At the end of the day, Prasanthi Nilayam is our mother's home. And so when you witness the beautiful temple, the beautiful smiling idol of Mother Gayatri with her 5 beautiful radiant smiles, the heart pours out in devotion. Vedamata Gayatri
Vedamata Gayatri
Vedamata Gayatri
Vedamata Gayatri
Hamsavahini Jagat Janani
Hamsavahini Jagat Janani
Hamsavahini Jagat Janani
Hamsavahini Jagat Janani
Vedamata Gayatri Amba Lakshmi Durga Kali
Amba Lakshmi Durga Kali
Amba Lakshmi Durga Kali
Amba Lakshmi Durga Kali
Jaya ho Janani Sai Mata
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 Hamsavahini Jagat Janani
Hamsavahini
Hamsavahini Jagat Janani
Hamsavahini Jagat Janani
Vedamata Gayatri. So after having Mother Gayatri's darshan, we go to our rooms, we change, we freshen up, and we are eager to go to Sai Kulwanthal to Swami's darshan. So we come out of our north room blocks, we walk past the North Indian canteen, and once again we're passing the South Indian canteen on our left, and on the right is the Purnachandra Auditorium. And that is where Bhagavan resides. He is the name of his residence, from 2006 onwards, Bhagavan stayed in the residence known as Yajur Mandir. Before that, Bhagwan stayed in the residence known as Purna Chandra. That's where the auditorium is. And it's such an appropriate name for the residence of Bhagwan, for the Purna Chandra or the full moon that is so beautiful that it's effulgent, yet it is calming. And that is what the presence of Bhagwan is like. It is brighter than 1,000 suns, yet our minds, our hearts are cooled in His divine loving presence. Purna Chandra Bhaskaraya Sainath Namo Namo.
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 Prema Rupa Partivasa Sai Deva Namo Namo.
Sainath Namo Namo.
Prema Rupa Partivasa Sai Deva Namo Namo.
Rupa Sai Deva Sainath Namo Namo.
Bhakta Raksha Palaka Parayanaya Namo Namo.
Raksha Palakaya Namo Namo.
Bhakta Raksha Palaka Parayanaya Namo Namo.
Bhakta Raksha Palaka Parayanaya Namo Namo.
Sundaraya Mangalaya Shashvataya 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 Namo.
Prema Rupa Partivasa Sai Deva Namo Namo. Prema Rupa Partivasa Sai Deva Namo Namo. Purna Chandra Bhaskaraya Sainath Namo Namo. And as you pass the Purna Chandra auditorium, you finally lay your eyes on the beautiful Sai Kulwant Hall. And right outside Kulwant Hall, we have beautiful idols of Mother Sita, Lord Rama, Lakshmana, and of course, our beloved Lord Hanuman, who is ever present singing the glory of Lord Rama. And that particular statue of Hanuman is very special. Swami named that statue as the Bhajan Hanuman. If you notice, if you recall the form of that statue, Hanuman is holding kartals in his hand and is singing. You know, many statues of Hanuman depict him standing, or he is about to take flight carrying the Sanjeevani in his hands. But it is very rare to see a depiction of Lord Hanuman holding the kartals and singing the glory of Bhagwan. And that statue has actually very beautiful memories associated with it for me personally, which I'd like to share with you. So my mother comes from a very traditional Vaishnavite family, where Lord Krishna is their chosen deity, the Ishta Devata. And my father's side is the part of the family that was part of Bhagwan's fold. So the father side of my family came to Swami in the early 60s through my grandparents. And so when my mom and dad got married, my mother had she had heard of Swami, but she did not feel any love or adoration towards him, and felt that, okay, he's a guru, and but she didn't really see him as God per se. And so whenever they would do bhajans at home, my mom learned many of the Krishna bhajans because Krishna was her chosen deity. And she considered that Hanuman was kind of like her guru per se. So when she would learn all these Krishna bhajans, she would omit the word Sai and replace it with Shyama or Hari, because she had this kind of animosity towards Satya Sai. Now, fast forward to the early 90s, my parents tried to enroll my eldest sister. I'm the youngest of three. I have two older sisters. And the oldest of the eldest sister, they tried to matriculate her at the primary school in Prasanthi back in 1991. And my mother was quite nervous about that because, first of all, she's not completely devoted to Swami at that time. And now she has to send her child all the way, 10,000 miles away from New Jersey to study in Swami school. And so while my sister was taking the end of that story was she actually didn't get in. So, my mom's fears were actually quite, were pacified by Swami. But while that was going on, while she was in the school taking the admissions test, just the prior year, Swami had inaugurated the 65-foot tall Hanuman statue in Hillview Stadium. And at that time, the whole area was open access. So my mom, while she was taking the admissions test, my mom went up the hill and prayed to Lord Hanuman, who was very dear to her. And she prayed to him saying, and this is, admissions tests in Parthi are usually, April, May time, it's the midsummer. There's no sign of rain at that time. It's a bright sky with, 105 degrees temperature there. And so she looks up to Hanuman and prays, if this Satya Sai Baba of yours is truly God, then water should fall in my hand. So she puts her hands out like this, and from out of nowhere, water fell into her hands, and she partook that as Swami's prasadam. And so that was the moment that she realized that the Hanuman that she had been worshipping, the Krishna that she had been worshipping, was in fact Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba. That Hanuman was worshipping Rama, was the devotee of Rama, but he had brought her to Sai Rama in this modern day. And so years went on, and then a few years after that, my mom was pregnant with me. And by that time, she had become so mad in her devotion for Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba that she prayed to Swami that, jokingly saying, I could ask that the God himself is born in my womb, but I don't want that. I want a devotee of God. I want a Sai devotee to be born to me in this womb. And so during the pregnancy, she would continuously chant Hanuman Chalisa every day, multiple times a day. And then on August 31st, 1995, I was born. And I was born with multiple congenital heart defects. So when I was 3 days old, they had to do surgery from the backside to fix the aorta artery. And then when I was 8 months old, there was a ventricular septal defect. So the walls between the left and right ventricle and the heart, there was a small hole there, and the oxygenated blood and unoxygenated blood were mixing, so breathing was very difficult. So at 8 months, they had performed a surgery, which left a scar down the front of my chest. And fast forward 2 to 3 years, 3-4 years, when I started understanding more about what I had gone through. Of course, now with Swami's grace, I don't feel any of those effects. I mean, I never experienced any of it. I was too young to even understand. And with his grace, I'm able to live a perfectly normal life. But going back to that surgery, from what my parents had narrated, that right before that second surgery, my mom had brought a bottle of vibhuti to the hospital, to bless. And I was known to be very naughty, and I loved the color orange, and I still do. And she had brought the vibhuti in this orange-colored vitamin bottle, specifically because she knew if it was a normal bottle, I would somehow manage to open it. So it was an empty medicine bottle, and it had the child safety lock. So she put vibhuti in it and brought it to the hospital. And then I saw that bright bottle, and I grabbed it from her, and I was playing with it. Even though it had a child lock mechanism, I somehow managed to open it, and all the vibhuti fell on my chest, and according to my parents, it was in the shape of Om. So that was Swami's indication to them that everything would be fine, which it was. And then, so fast forward, a few years, 3-4 years, and I started getting curious about why I have this line running down my chest while my dad didn't. And so I asked my mom, what is this? Like, why do I have this? So how do you explain that to a 3 to 4-year-old, right? So my mom got a picture of Hanuman where he is ripping open his chest. And she stuck it right above my bed. And it's still there to this day. And so every time I asked her, why do I have this scar here? She's like, it's just like Hanuman, where Hanuman is ripping his chest open and showing that there is Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita inside. You will rip your chest open and show that you have Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba inside. And so, the reason why I am so passionate about Sai Bhajans is, I think, just a fulfillment of my mom's wish that she would have a devotee born to her. I take no credit for this. This is all because one, Swami is just so beautiful, so loving, and so kind, and because of my mother's prayers that has, resulted in me and my friends and all of us, coming together and singing Swami's glory. It's the most fun thing that we can do, Saira. And so, funny link there, right? So I love singing bhajans, and even till this day, one of the nicknames that my mom calls me is Hanuman. And that statue of Hanuman that was inaugurated, Swami declared, that statue was actually what they had done. It was the year of Swami's 70th birthday. So devotees all over the world had written Om Shri Sai Ram 70 crore times. I think that's 700 million times they had written Om Shri Sai Ram. They had gathered all those books and buried them in a vault underneath the entrance of Sai Kulwant Hall. And who better than the Bhajan Hanuman to be the guardian of those 700 million names of Sai Rama? And back in February itself, they had come up with these plans, and Swami had declared that on August 31st, 1995, that this statue should be inaugurated. And I happened to be born on that same exact day.
Yeah.
So it is only, whatever we do, it is we may think that, we have done so much punya in our past lives. Our ancestors, our parents, our grandparents, they have prayed for us. And because we have done so much good karma in our past lives, that we are in Swami's presence today, that we are part of his organization. But the name and form of Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba is so powerful that all of that merit, all of that punyam that we have gathered is exhausted. Even one time you say Sai Ram and it's all finished, khatam. Anything that we have received beyond that is because of his grace, because he has chosen all of us to be part of his mission. And so I would empower all of you, and especially the SSSC children and the young adults, to be part of Swami's mission and make Swami your best friend. Right? That is one of the most beautiful forms of devotion that exists for us to experience the love and the divinity of Swami. And so as we remember Lord Hanuman, we'll sing one more bhajan about Lord Hanuman himself. Dhira Gambhira Hanumanta Vanar Veera Hanumanta
Dhira Gambhira Hanumanta Vanar Veera Hanumanta
Kesari Nandana Hanumanta
Nandana Hanumanta
Sita Rakshaka Hanumanta
Hanumanta
Ramaduta Hanumanta
Ramaduta Hanumanta
Sai Ramaduta Hanumanta
Sai Ramaduta Hanumanta
Dhira Gambhira Hanumanta Vanar Veera Hanumanta. And then we enter Sai Kulwant Hall, and even before Swami comes, we see one more Ganesha is there. So I forgot to add this one to the list, but it's in the same round. Gauri Manohari. Then we see one more. Now the Swami Sannidhi is there, but before the Sannidhi, on the veranda, right in the center was Ganesha. Not even an idol or picture of Swami, but Ganesha was there. That Ganesha is like the Sabhapati of Puttaparthi. He is ruling over the entire assembly that is gathered in Sai Kulwant Hall. Sundara Mangala Gambhira Ganapati
Sundara Mangala Gambhira Ganapati
शिवशक्ति नंदन बाल गणेश
शिवशक्ति नंदन बाल गणेश
शिवशक्ति नंदन बाल गणेश
शिवशक्ति नंदन बाल गणेश
विघ्नहरण प्रभु मूषिकवाहन
विघ्नहरण प्रभु मूषिकवाहन
विघ्नहरण प्रभु मूषिकवाहन
विघ्नहरण प्रभु मूषिकवाहन
रिद्धि सिद्धि वल्लभ गणनायक
रिद्धि सिद्धि वल्लभ गणनायक
रिद्धि सिद्धि वल्लभ गणनायक
रिद्धि सिद्धि वल्लभ गणनायक
पाशाङ्कुश लम्बोदर देवा
पाशाङ्कुश लम्बोदर देवा
पाशाङ्कुश लम्बोदर देवा
पाशाङ्कुश लम्बोदर देवा
सभापति पुट्टपर्ति गणेशा
सभापति पुट्टपर्ति गणेशा
सभापति पुट्टपर्ति गणेशा
सभापति
पुट्टपर्ति गणेशा
सुंदर मंगल गंभीर गणपति. And very soon the chandelier lights turn on and the Darshan music starts playing and Swami comes through the Sai Kulwant Hall. And in fact, the first time I had Swami's Darshan in person was when I was 8 years old. And when we have Swami's Darshan, right? I mean, when I was young, I would listen to a lot of talks and go to all these Sai Center events, and people would say like, "Oh, we experienced tears of bliss, tears of ananda." And as an 8-year-old child, that concept for me was very difficult to grasp. I mean, crying means negative emotion, sadness, anger, frustration, right? As an 8-year-old child, you can't really realize what crying tears of joy means. But when I saw Swami for the first time in person, that's when I realized what it meant to cry tears of joy. And then we have the beautiful darshan of Bhagavan himself, the Sarva Devata Atita Swarupa, Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba.
दर्शन पाने साई ने झोली भर दी मैं आई थी दर्शन पाने साई ने झोली भर दी मेरे मन की हर इच्छा मेरे मन हर इच्छा साई ने पूरी कर दी साई ने झोली भर दी अपना ही आया, हर प्राणी को गले लगा कर मन में खुशियाँ भरनी। मैं आई थी दर्शन पाने, साईं ने झोली भर दी। मानव जन्म अनमोल है ये सबसे सुंदर। मानव जन्म अनमोल है ये सबसे सुंदर। बाहर इसके कुछ भी नहीं है, बाहर इसके कुछ भी नहीं है, सब कुछ मन के अंदर। मन में छवि थी सत्य साई की, पूजा मैंने कर दी। मन में छवि थी सत्य साई की, पूजा मैंने कर दी। मैं आई थी दर्शन पाने, साईं ने झोली भर दी। साईं के चरणों में जब मैंने शीश नवाया, साईं के चरणों में जब मैंने शीश नवाया, शांति मिली वरदान में मुझको, लक्ष्य जीवन का पाया। जन्म जन्म की यात्रा मैंने आज ही पूरी कर दी। जन्म जन्म की यात्रा मैंने आज ही पूरी कर दी। मैं आई थी दर्शन पाने, साईं ने झोली भर दी। मेरे साईं ने झोली भर दी, मेरे बाबा ने झोली भर दी। मैं आई थी दर्शन पाने, साईं ने झोली भर दी।
And then once we've had the darshan of Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba, there's Veda chanting going on, and after Vedam, what happens? Bhajans. Swami has my one favorite quote of Swami. You know, this is a common question always asked in SSSE classes. What is your favorite quote of Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba? October 23rd, 1994, Swami said, when people come to Sai Baba, people think there's nothing other than bhajans. Realize that there is nothing greater than bhajans. And so, Bhagavan's darshan itself, his name and form, are inseparable. When we contemplate, meditate, and celebrate the name of Bhagavan, Shri Satya Sai Baba, all our pain, suffering vanishes in one instant. जिसके सर पर हाथ हो तेरा, कौन बिगाड़ उसकी। हर पल उसके साथ है बाबा, हर पल रक्षा उसकी। जय साई, श्री
साई जय साई, ओम साई जय साई, श्री साई जय साई,
साई राम, साई राम,
साई राम,
साई नाम सुमिरन जो भी करे, यही नाम सब दुख दूर करे।
साई नाम सुमिरन जो भी करे, यही नाम सब दुख दूर करे।
भव सागर से पार उतारे, जन्म जन्म के पाप हरे, यही नाम सब दुख दूर करे।
साई राम, साई राम, साई राम, साई राम। बात सवारे,
सुख संपत्ति भंडार भरे, यही नाम सब दुख दूर करे।
साई राम, साई राम, साई राम, साई राम।
परती तीर्थ धाम हमारा, हम साई के पुजारी।
परती तीरथ धाम तुम्हारा, हम साई के पुजारी।
साई बाबा इस धरती पर शिव शक्ति अवतारी।
जब हो सर पे साया तुम्हारा, जब हो सर पे साया तुम्हारा, जब हो सर पे साया तुम्हारा।
कौन किसी विपदा से डरे, यही नाम सब दुख दूर करे।
साई राम, घटवासी अजर अमर अविनाशी साई नाम ब्रह्मा साई नाम विष्णु साई नाम शिव शंकर ओम साई जय साई श्री साई जय साई 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 राम साई राम साई राम साई राम साई राम साई ओम साई साई ओम साई जय साई ओम साई जय साई ओम साई जय साई जय साई
And our minds are so ecstatic at having Bhagavan's darshan. That kind of ananda is the permanent ananda. When we eat gulab jamun, if you have one gulab jamun, happy. Two gulab jamuns, very happy. Three gulab jamuns, extremely happy. Four gulab jamuns, ananda. But once we reach the fifth and sixth gulab jamun, again we digress. And after some time, after 1 or 2 hours, the taste of the gulab jamun itself is gone, and that happiness is permanent. But the happiness that we received out of having Bhagavan's darshan, out of remembering his name, that is the lasting, permanent happiness. That is ananda. In one of the Trey sessions in Brindavan with the students, somebody asked Swami, what is ananda? Swami said, happiness without reason is ananda. Causeless bliss is true ananda. And so, why are we happy when we see Swami? Okay, because we are seeing Swami. But why? Why are we happy? Do we have a reason?
There is a reason.
What is it?
You found yourself. I once was lost, but now am found. I lost myself. I see him. Instantaneously, my Parabrahma Swarupam is right in there. And without any reason, you connect.
That is true ananda. And in that state of bliss, when we continue, now that Swami is not in his physical form, we have those memories ingrained in us. And for the children who have not had the opportunity to experience that, they have all of us to vicariously live through. And we are lucky, for in this modern era, this is the only avatar whose voice, video, audio, everything has been recorded and kept in such pristine condition that we can literally recreate Swami's visual presence through virtual reality. And so when we meditate on Swami's form, why is it so easy to meditate on this form and not any other form? If you take Krishna, for example, you have to imagine his peacock feather, his flute, all of his ornaments, his angavastram, his pitambaram. So many different aspects have to be contemplated upon for you to meditate on Krishna or Rama or any other deity for that matter. But with Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba, it's very simple. He is just pure light. It is the beautiful crown of black hair, his beautiful smile, and then straight one column of orange light, that's it, and his lotus feet. And that form of God is so easy to recreate in our minds that he always continues to remain in the innermost recesses of our hearts, swinging on the jhula that is in our hearts. When Swami says, when we celebrate Swami's birthday, he's often said so many times on his birthday, right? Every day is my birthday. The day that you realize that divinity is born within you, that is my true birthday as we approach Bhagavan's 99th birthday celebrations next month. So let us keep Bhagavan's divine form continuously enshrined in our hearts on the beautiful silver and blue jhula that is continuously swinging. And whenever we whenever we come across any negative situations, and this is advice for myself, that this is just helping me actually feel better about so many things going on right now, right? That we anytime there's any negativity in the world, if we just close our eyes for 1 second and imagine Bhagwan majestically swinging in the jhula of our hearts, there will immediately be a smile on our face. And his presence will come to life in our hearts and minds.
Uyyalaluguма Shri Satya Sai. Uyyalaluguma Shri Satya Sai. Atmadoli kalona Anandadai, Anandadai. Uyyalaluguma Shri Satya Sai. మానస సరోవరము పాల్కడలి కాగా మానస సరోవరము పాల్కడలి కాగా శేషరూపకనాడి కల్పమున నిలచి శేషరూపకనాడి కల్పమున నిలచి శ్వాసమో మధుర గానము చేయు వేళలో తను హాయిగా విహరింపుమయ్యా తను హాయిగా విహరింపుమయ్యా ఉయ్యాలలుగుమా శ్రీ సత్య సాయి ఆత్మడోలికలోన ఆనందదాయి ఆనందదాయి ఉయ్యాలలుగుమా శ్రీ సత్య సాయి 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 బ్రహ్మాండమంతయు వ్యాపించియున్న నీవేమో నాలో నిలచియున్నావు. ఈ విశ్వమంతయు ఈ విశ్వమంతయు నీ లోపలదుగాక వాసుదేవా వాసుదేవా నేను సాయి దేవా నేను నీలోను ఉన్నాను ఉయ్యాలలుగుమా శ్రీ సత్య సాయి ఆత్మడోలికలోన ఆనందదాయి ఆనందదాయి ఆనందదాయి
in Tuljapur, one of the Shakti Pithas in Maharashtra. After the Navratri celebration is over, the mother from the sanctum sanctorium will be brought to the front of the table. They put a jula for her. Mother, you have really strained yourself fighting with all these demons. Now please take a few days of rest. So what Swami has done in this place is that after this incredible 10 days of celebration that happened in this place, every day Devi Matya Parayanam, Lalita Sahasranama Parayanam, everything, actually on Friday morning. When did you call me? Thursday morning. Friday morning. Friday morning. He calls me and he says, and he says he was supposed to go to San Francisco and take the break and enjoy the city, the Golden Gate Bridge, everything with his fiancée, and go for the bhajan in Stockton, and then take off from here. She couldn't come. His flight to Sacramento got cancelled, and he had an opportunity to rebook. And he says, "Uncle, I can book to Sacramento." I said, "Book." Swami wants you to come here. Not only because, his service he did at the Yajna at the New Jersey was absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Every day morning, he was the coordinator of all the entire cultural events during the Yajna. And so he calls me and he says, "Uncle, 7 o'clock we are starting with Mahanyasam. Why can't we do Suprabhatam to Swami at 6:30? I said, "Already the Ritviks will be very tired and they come at 6:15, 6:30 and then be there until 1:30. It's a long, strenuous thing." No, not Ritviks. We young adults will do Suprabhatam. And that every day 6:30 in the morning, 21 Omkarams, Suprabhatam to Bhagwan, and the evening bhajans that the youth did at the Yajna is unparalleled. Absolutely incredible thing that the bhajans in the afternoon were so refreshing, because after chanting all that Rudram, and your mind is totally roasted in this Rudram, and literally in the humidity of the fire that is happening. And this evening will be fresh breath of breeze and shower sometimes, and the shower of the bhajans by Rishi and all the young adults. And there is no question, as he said, his mother's prayers for a true bhakta have come 100% true in this boy. 100%. And not just singing bhajans, he's an inspiration, he's a leader. He is really not just singing bhajans, bringing all the YS together. And with so much love, not just him playing, but giving opportunity for all other young adults to play. Bringing all the people, "Hey, you play this instrument, you play." How incredible. Swami is very happy with you, da. Swami is really happy. You are really incredibly blessed. There is no question about that. And the story that what you asked me the question, and the tears of joy coming, this is the true story of Hanuman. When Indra struck the thunderbolt on Hanuman, when he swallowed the sun, the whole world became dark. And then what he has to release the sun. So Indra comes and strikes on the jaw of Hanuma. Hanuma means swollen jaw. That is what Hanuma means. So when he struck on his jaw with this Vajrayudha, the sun popped out. And then he fell. And then he was totally immobilized. Then Brahma saves Hanuman's life, or brings him back into his consciousness. And then he says, from now on, even a Brahmastra, means the most supreme missile, will not affect you. And then he will say, you will become a most supreme devotee of the Lord himself. And then Hanuman asks Brahma, how do I know when I meet that person that he is God and that from that point onwards I should start serving him? And then Brahma says, when you meet this person, you will cry with joy without you even knowing that you are crying. And that's the time you should know that you have met God. The same experience happens with so many Sai devotees. When Bhagwan comes for darshan, you cry for no reason because you met your own self. You have met the source of your presence and tears of joy will roll out. And this story he told about this Hanuman with this carrying these kartals in his hand. All the 70,000 or seven innumerable number of Sai Japam, Likhita Japam, they were all put under a tree right in front of that Kulwant Hall and that Purnachandra. And they were trying to construct around the Kulwant Hall and they were trying to build something. And somebody struck the tree with the axe. Huge sound came. Jai Sri Ram sound came. Swami came running from Purnachandra. Hey, stop. Don't touch the tree. Hanuman is right there. So that is another beautiful thing that he shared. And more than anything else, he was destined to come here and just to be part of this incredible celebration. He landed in Sacramento Airport, rented a car, jumped and came for the Chandi Homam. And he was, fortunately, we had a spot for the Batuka. So Swami made sure that he was also honored as a Batuka and worshipped as a Batuka for the yajna. And then he finishes this. Yesterday he was there for the Nam Sankirtan, the Pallaki Seva, and he goes and does bhajan. And then today morning wedding, and he comes here and does bhajan. See, I asked him, you don't want to take time off? No, uncle, no time off. What is more happier than just being at the center and doing all this stuff? That is the love. Forget up. Sai Ram. Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. So happy, so happy. Sai Ram. Not only that, he brought 2 other monkeys with him. That's what Hanuman does. I was thinking, how can I play harmonium for this fellow, all these songs he sings. And the 31st of August is a very special day, why he already shared. Not because his birthday. He conducts overnight bhajan session with all the young adults coming from everywhere in the Sarvadharma Center. And that's a very special way he celebrates his birthday with Nama Sankirtan and with bhajan for Swami. So you go crazy.
This year I wish to add the vibrations that were there during the Akhanda Bhajan. We have never experienced vibration of that level at any time, but because Charm was performed there, it was supercharged because Charm was in July, and then we had the 29 hours Akhanda Bhajan on August 31st and September 1st.
29, not 31.
Next year.
Oh, his birthday. Yeah, 29th.
And I wish to add, Uncle was mentioning Charm, and that brought back so many memories. And, he mentioned my partner, who I wish was actually here with us today. She had to cancel last minute due to school commitments. But I just wish to acknowledge that all of that sound, audio-visual seva and Suprabhatam that was offered at Swami's feet every morning would have been impossible without her support, with her actually getting behind my back and waking me up every morning at 6 a.m.
That's the right thing to say. She's watching on live now.
And this was the first time she had done any kind of audio-visual setup like this, of this scale. And, she took it in stride. And without her, all of the charm, audio-visual, and devotional cultural aspect would have been impossible.
Everything, and beautiful singing and very beautiful playing. And see, Swami made sure that you all are here just like to really appease and actually this incredible energy that was created in this place What a beautiful way to conclude on the 11th day, Ekadashi evening, thinking of Hanuman, singing and going to Puttaparthi. After all this celebration, he took us to Puttaparthi, made sure that Bhagwan gave his darshan, and then thank you, Swami, and thank you so much for your love. We are really honored that you have given the gems like this to us as young adults. Jai Sai Ram, Jai Sai Ram. Thank you so much.
And
Sai
thank
Ram.
you so much to Suresh and Rasika who last minute joined us.
Small token of our love. Sai Ram. Sai. Yes, yes. Okay. You do Aarti to Swami there.
We'll do Shirdi. Okay. Rasika will give on behalf.
Yes.
My birthday or Akhanda Bhajan is the only time I'll get up and give Aarti, because other people would be there.
जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे
भक्त जना संरक्षक, भक्त जना संरक्षक, पति महेश्वर, ओम जय जगदीश हरे। शशिवदना श्रीधरा सर्वा प्राणपते, स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते, आश्रित कल्पलतीका, आश्रित कल्पलतीका, आपद्बान्धवा, ओम जय जगदीश हरे। माता-पिता गुरुदैवमु मरियन्तयु नीवे, स्वामी मरियन्तयु नीवे। नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ, नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ, नागेन्द्र शयना, ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी वो साई महादेवा, सत्य साई महादेवा, मंगल हारति अंदुको, मंगल हारति अंदुको, मंदार गिरिधारी, ओम जय जगदीश हरे। नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम, नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम, ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा। नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम, नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम, ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा। नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम, नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम। सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की
जय Sacred, holy and supreme is Baba's Vibhuti, pouring forth in brilliant stream His play of Vibhuti. So auspicious is its might, it grants liberation. Baba's Vibhuti, His power protects me. Paramam Pavitram Baba Vibhutim Paramam Vichitram Leela Vibhutim Paramartha Ishtartha Moksha Pradatam Baba Vibhutim Idamashrayavi Om Sai Om Sai Shri Sai Jaya Jaya 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 Sai Om Brahmarpanam Brahmahaver Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmaiva tena gantavyam Brahma karma samadhina Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninan Deha Mashritaha Pranapana Samayuktaha Pachamyanvan Chaturvidham Om Shanti Shanti Shanti
Sai Inspires from Prasanthi Nilayam, October 13th, 2024. Where can we find the manifestations of the Divine Mother in our daily lives? Bhagavan lovingly reminds us as we worship her during Navaratri. Maternal love is akin to that of the Creator, who projects and protects this infinite cosmos in countless ways. There are several notable examples in daily life of the divine quality, which motherhood represents. The cow converts its own blood into nourishing milk for man to sustain his body. The cow is the first example of the divine as mother. Like the divine, the earth bears man in her bosom and takes care of him in many ways. Hence, the earth is also the embodiment of the mother. In the human body, the divine flows through all the limbs as rasa, essence, and sustains them. This divine principle is called rasa swarupini, Rasa Swarupini, embodiment of the divine essence. These divine principles that permeate and sustain the physical body should also be worshipped as a mother goddess. Then there are the great sages who investigated matters relating to good and evil, right and wrong, what elevates man or degrades him, and as of a result of their labors and penances, give kind the great uh, great scriptures indicating the spiritual or mundane paths and how humanity can redeem its existence. These sages also to be revered as divine mothers. October 14th, 1988. If a man cannot repent and serve the if a man cannot respect and serve the mother, he who has borne him for 9 months, brought him forth into the world, and reared him over the years, whom else is he likely to respect? Baba.
साईश्वराय विद्महे